Hi, thank you for clicking on my welcome call video and for being ready to start your math class. This video will go over all of the expectations and procedures for taking an online math class with Mrs. Roy. Please watch the entire video and note down any questions that you might have so that when we speak I can answer any questions that you have. If you have taken virtual school classes before, you'll find all of this information very familiar. However, some of the information is specific to this class, so please make sure you watch it completely. I'd like to start with an introduction. My name is Mrs. Roy. I've been a math teacher here in Marion County for the past 14 years. I have been working with Marion Virtual School, and I really enjoy the online setting, and I hope that you will enjoy the online setting as well. It offers a lot of flexibility for students and parents. So one of those flexibilities is hours. I am available for you 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. You can get in touch with me via email, and here's the best email address to contact me at, by phone or text, and I've listed my phone number. And if you do call, often I am on the line helping another student or parent, so please make sure you leave a message so that I can call you back as soon as I get off the phone or whenever I have a break in my schedule so that I can get back with you as soon as possible. It would also be really helpful if when you text me, you tell me your name in the text so that I know who I'm replying to, and my first reply isn't, what's your name? So if you could please do that, it'd be appreciated. Now there will be a lot of information in this presentation, and after you've been activated in the class, I will send you an email copy with everything that you see here. So if you want to write down important notes, you can. Otherwise, you can always look at the email that I send or come back and watch this video anytime. The first and most important thing I want to tell you about virtual school is that we have a grace period. A grace period is the first 28 days of the course, and during that first 28 days, you're required to stay on pace, so you're required to complete the required amount of assignments each week and get at least 20% of the course done. And you also need to have a grade of a 60% or higher at the end of those 2 weeks. If one of those things does not happen, if you don't have 20% or higher completion of assignments, and you don't have a 60% grade or higher, you will be withdrawn from the class. So please make sure that as soon as you get started, you're working every day, and you continue working throughout the entire semester, the entire segment. And that is the most important thing I'm going to tell you today, and I will remind you of that again at the end of the video. So just remember that once you get started, you have 28 days to complete 20% of the class. These are the expectations for students. Students are expected to log in every day and make sure that you check your email. Email is the way I'm going to communicate with you most often. It's how I will send you updates on my schedule. It's how I will contact you if you need to make a correction to an assignment. It's how you will receive grades on your assignments. So please make sure that you log in every day and make sure that there's nothing important that you need to take care of in your emails. Also, each course has a PACE chart. The PACE chart can be found in the course menu. And that PACE chart tells you what assignments you should be submitting every week. Pretty much the PACE chart shows 3 to 4 assignments per week. So if every week you submit 4 assignments, you're right on track and you're doing exactly what you need to do. If you have any questions about how to find that PACE chart, please tell me so I can help you locate it. Please make sure that you're completing all assignments in order. So you're expected to go through the list of assignments and do them in order, and don't skip over any assignments. you'll find that there's two things you need to take care of for each topic. There's a lesson. So at the top of your screen, you'll see a little book icon, and that book has your lesson in it. You're going to complete the lesson. And then once you complete the lesson, you're going to go to the assessment list and complete the assessment that goes with the lesson. Both parts of these topics are very important. The lesson tells you how to do the assignment, how to do the problems. It includes videos and notes and practice problems. And then the assessment that follows is how we grade you to decide if you understood the lesson or not. So both parts are important to make sure that you're successful in the class. I also ask that you please honor our academic integrity policy and make sure you're submitting only your own original work. It's very important that you are maintaining your own work and doing the lessons yourself and doing the assignments yourself. Otherwise, it could cause an issue, and you may need to be reported to SLVS for an academic integrity violation, and I do not want to see that happen. I want you to be successful in the class, and to do that, you need to be doing your own work. There are some required contacts that are expected and required for both students and parents throughout the course. The first is the welcome call. We're completing part of the welcome call now by you watching this video. And once you've completed the video, we'll have a small conversation on the phone so that I can get some information from you and see if you have any questions. You're also required to complete what's called discussion-based assignments, or we refer to them as DBAs. DBAs need to be scheduled in advance, and there is a link on my website where you can schedule those in advance. I will also have a weekly online DBA, and I send that information out once a week via email. So if you'd like to participate in the online DBA, you can do that instead. And in that case, you do not need an appointment. During the DBA, I will ask you some questions about what you've learned in the module that you were working on. And if you can answer those questions appropriately, then I will give you the password to move forward and take the test. And just keep in mind that you're only allowed to take one DBA in a day. So you should be taking those DBAs right after you finish your lessons in the module, and then take the test and then move on to the next module. Please do not wait until you have two DBAs to do, and then you'll be far behind. So those should be done in order with the rest of your assignments. The third required contact is a monthly contact. I will make contact with your parent once a month and give them an update on your progress, tell them how you're doing. If everything is going well, that contact can take place in a text or an email, and I'll just send the email or text to your parent and tell them you're doing a great job, and tell them what your grade and how many assignments you've turned in. So just make sure you're turning those 3 to 4 assignments per week so that I can tell your parent you're on track. And I do have to log that a parent has received that text or email, so I will need a reply. And if things are not going good and you're not passing the class, I will need to speak with your parent so we can discuss how to get you back on track and get you the help that you need. So just parents expect to hear from me once a month and be available for a call or to reply to a text or an email. And as well, you can contact me as much more as these 3 contacts. You can contact me whenever you need anything, but at a minimum, we will speak to each other for discussion-based assignments and that monthly contact. Some additional information that you may find helpful as far as grading. If you don't receive a perfect score on an assignment, you are able to go back and redo your work and improve your grade. If it's a low score on one of the assignments you complete, I will submit some feedback to you with suggestions on how you can correct your work. You can also feel free to call me or email me, and I can go over with you where you made your mistakes so that you know better what to do the next time. And then once you have completed that, you can reset your assignment. You just go into your grade book and click on the assignment and click reset. You can reset that assignment up to 3 times. and then try to resubmit it for a better grade. Tests you may not reset on your own. However, if you do feel like you would like to study for a test and then retake it, please contact me and I can reset it for you. All parents are eligible for parent accounts through FLVS. I highly recommend that every parent has a parent account. You can log in any time and check to see how much work your child has done, if they're ahead, if they're behind, what their grade is. There's messages in there that will keep you up to date. You'll get copies of the students' class messages. So I definitely recommend that you follow the link and you set up a parent account. I will email out this link to you, and I'll also have a copy of the link on my class website so that you can set up a parent account and make sure that you can access your students' information at any time. Just to be clear, this account is different from the parent portal account that you may have through the regular schools. So if your student attends school during the day and then is taking a virtual class, their virtual class grades will not show up. If you want to keep track of them, you do need a separate parent account. Each course requires a collaboration assignment. So every segment you'll have to complete one collaboration assignment where you'll be expected to work with another student or contribute to a course discussion. You will have 3 different opportunities to participate in those that I will offer to you. Some of those will be at MTI. If you can't come into the school, that's fine. I'll offer some online opportunities where you can log into the student Blackboard and you'll be able to participate in some online activities with me. And then I'll also have some opportunities where you can post in the discussion boards and share some information with other students, and that would count as your collaboration as well. There are also some collaborations that are assignments within the lessons, and if you choose to, you may try to find another partner that's also taking the course and work together with them. However, I do find that students like to do the already offered activities either at school or online or on the discussion board. They find it a lot easier than trying to coordinate with other students to find a time and get their work together. So I definitely recommend doing one of the offered collaborations. And just keep an eye in your email. Every once in a while you'll see an email from me about a collaboration opportunity, and I definitely recommend you take care of that in advance. Get it taken care of as soon as you can in the segment, and that way you won't have to worry about it towards the end of the school year or the end of the semester. So one more time with the grace period, just so you're reminded, as you're completing your assignments in order, you are expected to complete 20% of the course in 28 days and have a grade of 60% or higher. You can always go back and redo work if you need to get your grade up above a 60%, so keep that in mind. And at the end of the grace period, if you have not met these requirements, you will be withdrawn from the class. Please make sure you don't skip around or skip over assignments. Otherwise, I will have to lock you out of the class and have a phone call with you and your parent to make sure that you understand you should be doing the work in order. So let's make sure that that gets taken care of and that you make it past the first 28 days successfully and are able to complete the course successfully. So that is all of the information I need to give you. The next step is that I do have to have a brief phone conversation. And once we have that phone conversation, I can activate you in the class. So when you've completed watching this video, please send me a text. In the text, please include the student name, the phone number you want me to call you at, the best time of day to reach you, and this code 8172, which tells me you've watched this whole video because you've seen the code at the end. And I will call you within 24 hours. And if it's a Friday that you text me, I'll call you on Monday, but I'll call you within 24 hours, and we can go over the last little bits of information we need to do, and then I can activate you in the class to get started. I am really looking forward to speaking with you and your parent, and Please remember, if you have any questions, I'll go over those questions with you when we speak on the phone. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I look forward to speaking with you and working with you very soon.